Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes? What can I do for you, Mr. Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job.
Oh.
That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the. That's not. That. That's not. That.
どれだ?
That's not the one I need. That's not the. That's not.
どっかの紋章やと思ったんやけどな。
That's not the one I need.
違うよな。
That's not the one. That's not the. That's not the one I need.
歴史かな。
That's not. That's not the one I need.
あ、これか。
That's not the. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one.
あ、これか。
Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast? You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you? Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course. What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
We'll see. If you behave.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
3パンチ。ロンドンのメイズバリーロード。マシュケに直接行けるわけね。海外のやるとパスのやつ。罰の観点が違うからな。
Holmes, about Caitlin. Yes? She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Come in, please. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
なら病気だな。これは病気やろ。 れなんとか。変えられんのか。
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic. I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals. A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great... Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those raps.
All in due time, my lord.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor. And so...
踏んでった。
It appears that Lord Marsh spent a bags full of food. Aid for the poor. Humanitarian aid. It's extremely honorable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor. It's closed. It's closed.
Ah, なんでなんでや。訪問したことになってない。なんか抜け落ちてんのか。なんか抜け落ちてんの。
Despite my title, yes.
なんか調べてないのあんのかな。
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Is there something else? Is there some...
I'm intrigued by the special education program. I'm intrigued by the special education program.
でもないやろ。
It's shut. It's closed. It's closed. It's shut tight.
What are you talking about? 訪問したし。
It's closed. Locked.
教授もないじゃん。
Lord Marsh. Lord Marsh.
反応があるはずないし。
I'm intrigued by the special education.
マジんとこ行けってここ来とるやん。
I'm grasping. Despite my title, yes, I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
他にどこあるって言うんだよ。なんで進めねえの？
I'm intrigued.
他どっかあるんかな？
My archive. My archive. I can always consult with it.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
だからさ、
A map of London and its surroundings. Brave Toby, best known. My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
あったじゃんかよ。さあ。いや、あったやん。今あったやん。あってきたやん。なんでや。意味わからん。会ってきたのにもかかわらずまた会ってこいっておかしくないか。不審な点目当たらんだけど。あ庭でもないやろ。庭だってこんな。これがついてないってことはもうないはずなんだけど。なんで訪問せよになる。おかしいやろ。2階にも行けるわけでもねえのに。はあ、信じねえにして。
Last year. Last.
見たし。
Lord.
これ関係ねえっていうのもな。あるけど。これか。
I've never heard of this man. I've never heard of this man. John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster.
何なんだよ。それねえと意味ねえのかよ。
I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
なんなんだよ。あれこれ繋がらないの？こっちにしたら関係はあるよな、これ。これの中で何かあったはずだ。なんかおるはずやけど。
Is there... Is...
トムのとこ行かなきゃ。ここだけ。関係ないんやけどな、なんか。社長間違えたな。
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. Wolf. A ramrod to clean a rifle. A ramrod to clean a... This... Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle. This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm.
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle. That's not the... That's not the one I... That's not the one I... That's not the one... That's... Here it is. Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep. Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
Search, Toby, search. It's only a garden shed. Let's go on. What's in there? Pile of rubbish. Nothing that could interest me. People use this cellar for storage. It's not here.
見えるのか。
Old things. Ordinary storage. Just rubbish.
こっちなのか。
Tom's photograph. Let's try to get it.
ええ、待って、これどうやるやつ？あ、当てたのね。なんかわけわからん。
News clippings on lords in the education program. Why are they here? Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
Yeah. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. This man appears in both documents. I don't think so. I should pay more attention to details. これもあったんだ。
All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files.
"全員10月だな。1週間ごとに消えてる。1週間ごとに消えてるね。
A map of Epping Forest. This ca-
ライフル中央だ。繋がらないなぁ。あ、間違えた。間違えた。
I hope you'll find my father.
これ手がかりないのかな。
Just some old...
他に調べるものがない。あ、あった。
There was something on the stand. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him.
これに繋がるんか。これに繋がらんけど。あ、やっぱこうなるよね。
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom. This is not the best way to sneak in. The window is firmly shut. There's no space for this lockpick.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson. Lord Marsh is a keen hunter. I can hide here. I can hide here. Let's see how...
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
なんでここ気にしないの。
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
お金がいっぱいある。いっぱいあるよ。お金。お金がいっぱいある。
I have to finish my search of the office.
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his cough, in addition to his fever and his use. Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope. I need to take a sample of it using the glass rod. Let us apply chemicals to color them. I need a pipette. This chemical should be applied third. This chemical should be applied second. Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope. I need a sample first.
Oh my god.
Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes. It's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
I can't wait to tell all my friends about this.
No gods, no masters. The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike!
あ、表で検索する必要ない。これだけじゃなかった。
That's not the one I need. That's not the... That's... That... That's not... That's not the one I need. That's not... That's not the one I need.
どっかにそういう単語のやつがあるんだよ。
That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the... That's not... That's... That's not the one I need. That's not... That's not the one I need.
どれだ?
That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the one I... That's not the one I... That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one.
あったし。
Cranston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map. Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map.
れなんじゃね?
Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
Kate, Wiggins is not the sort of boy you should be socializing with.
So he's perfect then.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
Let's see how long you can stay alive! You scampering little rat! Run, little rabbit, run! Is that your blood in the snow? is he?
This man was killed recently. The body... He was poor.
Find him, boys! Find him! God! Hungry today! I like to call this the Swamp of Despair! I'm following your tracks! You won't get far!
He was killed by a shot to the... My God, it's Lord Harrington's body. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound. I can hide here. The cor- This will help to dress. Someone's coming, I better hide.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging, you festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
つながった。
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now, it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad! You're both mad!
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here. Although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
Mr. Hurst, you've already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
아, 全部
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.